What's up? What's up? It's your favorite couple. I'm Shelton.
I'm Key.
Hey, girl.
Hey, and we want to welcome everybody to this. It's actually the last episode in our traveling couple series for season one. So we want to thank everybody who's been rocking with us from the first episode until now. Those who are catching the replay, we just appreciate you guys so much. So right now, let's see, who do we have in the house?
We have Afro Mix in the house.
Hey,
We have
family.
House of X in the
Hey,
house.
Leo and Winston.
We got Meat and I in the building.
Meet and Anwar. Hey, you guys. What it do? What it do?
Hey, kid.
So, as you guys know, and perhaps you may not know, we started this because we want to inspire people to get out and travel, and specifically couples. We run across people all the time who say that they have a desire to travel, but they have some reason, some excuse as to why they just can't do it, be it finances, be it the kids, be it the pandemic that's occurring. And so we just wanted to just come on here and have cool cruise and well, not just cruise, but traveling conversations with couples to inspire people to get out there. So the first week, who do we have?
We had my cruising family,
and then we had
Locked In with the Wilsons.
We had the Damien and Quanda EXP. Last week we had Dre and Shan TV. And now our next couple, we have Team Reese Travels. Yes. So you want to go ahead and bring them up?
Let's go ahead and bring them up.
Yes. And if you guys have not tuned into them, you are missing out. So check out Team Reese Travels. Let's bring them in. Yay. Hey,
hey, how y'all doing?
Yes. And hello to everyone else who just came in. So again, thank you guys for being with us. Team Reese Travel, Ray and Kiki. Yes, we got the keys in the house tonight, y'all.
In the house, yes. Are y'all rocking with the keys tonight? I think so.
Hey.
Yes. So, okay, now I have a question. And okay, so we just get right on into it. Yes. So you're right on it. Yes. Okay, so now we know that you guys like to cruise. We like to cruise too. We like to travel, period. Yeah. But I mean, you guys have been on so many cruises. We asked other couples about their favorite cruise lines. Some have said Carnival, some have said Royal, some have said Virgin. This is specifically for Kiki. What is your favorite cruise line and why?
My favorite cruise line so far is Disney Cruise Line. I am a Disney girl at heart. I am a giddy little kid when I get on board. I got the ears on. I'm singing on the song.
You tell the truth.
Hey, listen, something takes over in me.
She become one big musical when we get on around the house when she on the ship. It don't matter. I'm sorry. Wait, it's for Kiki. Sorry. Go ahead.
Man, yeah, Disney has my heart. And I love cruising. I won't turn any other ship down, but Disney has my heart.
See, yeah, I knew that. That's why I actually wanted to ask, but I do. So, okay, here's the deal. A lot of times, even like for us, like we don't have kids, and there are other people who say, okay, they want to try Disney, but they want the opportunity to be a kid, so they want to leave their kids at home. Do you recommend like just adults try Disney, cruise on Disney cruise lines without kids? Like, is it beneficial for them or is it more geared towards the kids?
I absolutely would recommend adults. What do you think, Ray?
I think that you can. I think that there are a lot of people that travel on Disney Cruise Line. There are adults.
There's always a ton of people on there.
It's always just adults. And they become a kid all over again. You can see their eyes light up when they see the characters. You can see, like Kiki said, they have the ears on. Some people dress to the nines in their Disney outfits.
Yeah.
And like with Disney, they have kids clubs geared towards for the kids as well. So if people want to bring their kids, they could, but if they just want to bring themselves, Disney be like, come on. Just swipe your debit card, we'll take you. Come on.
I'm being quiet because my son says, but we gonna get on one by ourselves. He said, I can actually hear you. No, but the only people I would say that a Disney cruise is not for is if you only go on a cruise to turn up, you're not gonna get a turn up cruise on a Disney ship. It's just not that. It's a whole different feel.
It's not.
But the relaxation, the service, like all of that, if you enjoy that and if you like the Disney feel and the Disney magic, it's for you.
I would definitely say you as an adult, you have to love Disney. or love something about Disney. If you have no feelings towards Disney whatsoever, it's not.
Yeah,
for
it's
you.
probably not gonna be worth it.
It's definitely not. For you.
Okay.
Okay.
If
I
you
see.
have anything, if you like my wife, if you like Cinderella since you were 2 months old, then absolutely Disney is for you.
Yeah.
But if you look at Disney, you be like, ugh, it ain't.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's not for you. No, you don't want to do that. And you have to like kids. That's the other thing. You have to like kids.
Honestly, I don't think so. Because I think you can separate yourself if you wanted to. There are a lot of kids on there, but you can separate. There's adult only areas that you can go to.
Yeah, but but you still, because I've heard people complain, there's too many kids on here. What?
People say that about Carnival. They say that about Royal.
The Disney cruise ship. What do you expect?
You're gonna see some kids, right?
Yeah, we can do it though.
We can make that happen.
Do it. Absolutely do it.
Absolutely.
We're gonna put that in the books.
You guys love cruising. I know you would enjoy it.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you like great customer service, that's the place to be.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yes. Yeah. We love good customer service.
Okay.
From the time you walk into the port, all the way to your whole time being on the ship, it is like nothing I've ever seen.
Look, let them get through their questions. We can talk about Disney all night long.
So speaking of traveling, like between Ray and Kiki, how do you guys decide on where you guys going to go next? Because I know you guys got this big old anniversary coming up. So how do you guys decide? Do you guys put names in a hat? I mean, travel locations in a hat, or how do you guys come up with the?
That would be nice.
That would. We never tried that before. But we actually we shoot for the location that we want to go to. We knew we wanted to get to Aruba, which means we needed to do a Southern Caribbean itinerary. So from there, it was like, okay, we know we want to go Southern Caribbean. We know we want to try a line we haven't tried. We know we want a larger ship. And so once you start nailing that all down, it's only so many Oasis class ships, and that's the only one I found so far that's doing the Southern Caribbean. So that's how we ended up there.
So you pretty much start with the destination first.
Yep.
Then you work your way down.
That's what we did for this cruise. Because it was an anniversary cruise, we wanted to make it something big. Now, normally we might start with, hey, this is how much we can afford. Let's see what can fit into our budget for what we want to do. But for this one, because it was an anniversary trip, we started looking for exactly what we wanted it to be. So
that's pretty much the same flow that we do to travel. We kind of like location, work our way down, then budget. Of course, we do the points and all that stuff too. Right. But we kind of decide on what location.
Yeah, but we have put names in the hat.
We did.
Put them out. We've done it. Like if it came down to like a few locations and we couldn't make up our minds. Yeah. We have literally put names actually in a cup.
Wow.
Look it up and pull it. Whatever came out, that's what we had to do.
And plus, it's a win-win situation because eventually we're going to go to that other place that we did. But it just so happened that first one we pick is where we're going to go first.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good idea. Like keep it, the spontaneity in that is kind of cool. Yeah, like, hey, whatever's on this paper, that's where we going. Yeah. That's neat.
Yes. And we want to say hello to, Kayla Moore came in cooking with Net TV. The Honorable Nordstrom. We got Sid Cruiser in the house. Hey, everybody. Yo, it's your boy Leo. We have
Cruise Nuts in the house.
Yes, PBE. So we got the man in here. PBT, PBE, PBF, PB8. Yes, all the PBs. He's in
here. PB&J.
Right.
We got Phil in the Travel Spree. We got Evolving with Etta. We got, is it Rayleigh Creative Travel? We have like everybody in the house. And if we got Cooking with the Catchers, hey fam, Tripping Texans, you say Cruise Nuts, they're in here. We got a lot of people in here. So we just want to just take a pause and say hello and thank you guys who are just now joining us. We appreciate you so much. Yes. Okay. So now here's my question. You've been on all of these cruises, all these destinations. We understand that Kiki's favorite cruise line is Disney, but out of all the cruises you've been on, all the destinations, what has been your favorite cruise port? It could be like an excursion that happened there, or you just like the port. What has been your favorite? It's for either one of you.
You want to go? You want me to go?
Favorite port. So my non-favorite excursion would be the Stingrays.
Oh gosh, really?
Ready to do the Stingrays one time, and it was quite a comedic experience. I wish we had been vlogging in. It was so fun.
I'll give you a short version.
Okay.
So stingrays are like 5 feet long. So I'm 5'8". Okay, that tells you one thing right there. Get into the water. There's an anchor in the water, and I'm terrified, but I'm getting in the water. I'm like, I gotta do this. Get down, and I feel something hit my leg. I was like, oh my God, what is that? Well, it was a rope from the anchor. So I was scared. I was terrified off the bat from right there.
You got out the water at that point.
No, I got in it. I was still in it. And then I was in the water. I was holding my son like this. I was holding my son like he was my protection that day.
Really, daddy.
And so I was sitting there and I seen one get close to me. I was like, nope, I gotta go.
What port was that? That was
I don't know. It don't even matter no more.
That was Grand Cayman, Stingray City. So that's one of my favorites, only because of that memory was so hilarious.
But honestly, my favorite port is Coco Key, which is Disney's private island.
Castaway Key.
Oh, excuse me.
Pardon
moi. Excuse me. Pardon moi.
We ain't been to Coco Key.
Castaway Key. But yeah, Disney's private island has it's all kind of stuff. Now it's not as elaborate as Royal Caribbean's private island, Coco Key, but it still has enough. It has a private adult beach area. It has 3 eating areas. It has shopping and has all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I think my favorite is Puerto Rico. I like Cozumel and Puerto Rico. They kind of even for me.
Yeah.
But Puerto Rico was it was something about it. Like it feels like you out of the country, even though it's like U.S. territory. Like it's something about stepping out there. Everything is different from what I've ever seen at any other port, and I just remember that it's one of the places I really want to get back to.
Yeah, because when were we supposed to?
We supposed to be going on our last trip, but they end up changing it, and they gave us the Bahamas, Nassau, Bahamas.
That ain't an even exchange.
That's not a match.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going on a cruise, you know you're going to go to the Bahamas. We've been to the Bahamas several times.
Yes.
Right.
That's a freebie.
Yes.
Right.
But yes, you have.
Yeah. So what's on your bucket list, Ray and Kiki?
Cruise or vacation?
Just vacation, anywhere, resorts, anywhere.
My bucket list, I have several of them. If you're talking about cruise, it would be the Ritz-Carlton cruise. That's on my bucket list. If you're talking about vacation, I want to go to Dubai. Yes. I want to go to Bali.
Yes.
And I want to go to. Recently, I saw someone talking about Singapore. So I want to look at that too. Greece. I want to go to Santorini, Greece. I want to do that too.
Ooh, you got a long list that I didn't even know about. I knew about Dubai, but now you're talking about Santorini too.
Man, it sounds like you're gonna have to learn some new languages too.
No, I got Google Translator.
He's like, hey, I got
He's like, this is what I need, right? This is what I'm talking about. That's in the chat that speaks another language. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying, Google Translator works really well.
They've
really updated really well. So we'll go on.
Yeah. For real.
Wow. Okay, what about you, Kiki?
I want to do I want to go to France. I want to go to France is the biggest one for me. I think it's one of the places I've just always wanted to get to. I want to get to Paris and stand in front of the Eiffel Tower and that's something that's been in my head for the longest. But now I want to go to why do I always forget the name? Where's the place that we were watching that RJ said he wanted us to take him to? Because we've been seeing a lot of vlogs there, and I've been saying, man, I gotta get there.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
We have to ask RJ. He'll remember.
Right, we have to ask RJ that. But it's in the area of in the Europe area. It's part of the Emirates, I think.
Abu Dhabi?
Yes, Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's one of the places that I've been wanting to go.
Wow, that is nice.
All right, Catherine. Yes.
I know about extreme bucket list. So I mean, well, one day we gonna get to all those places.
That's it. That's
So,
it.
so it sounds like your bucket list is rubbing off of RJ. RJ got his own personal bucket list. I love
You
it.
know what?
Yes.
It is a lot of one of the reasons why we started traveling as much as we did is because we wanted RJ to experience more than what we have here at home. That's always been our goal from him. We always say one day we're going to show him the world because there's so much more out there than what's in our backyard. And I was like, we try our best to convince other adults of that too. But it's like now we have this opportunity to raise this child to know and believe that and see it for himself. It's just something that's been huge on our hearts since we had him. So
yeah, we've been traveling with RJ since he was 6 months.
6 months.
Wow.
Yeah,
No
we-
excuses. No
We
excuses.
took him to Atlanta on the plane. His first plane ride was to Atlanta when he was 6 months.
6
And
months.
so we
hello.
we had everything under the sun going to Atlanta. It was just our bags, and then we had everything else was RJ stuff.
Wow.
Stroller, what is that? Pack and play, wipes, diapers, bottles, everything you can think of. It was just like it was
a whole
car
production.
seat. It was crazy, but we did it.
Yeah.
And so that's what we want to encourage parents. Like you could do it.
Right.
It takes a little time. It's gonna take a little bit of extra effort.
Yeah, but you can do it.
But you could do it. If you got to get to the airport 4 hours early because you got all this stuff you got to bring with you, if you really want to travel, you'll do it. We do everything else for ourselves.
That's it. That's it.
We could do for our kids.
If we're able to,
we could do it. We could do stuff for our kids too.
So true. So true. And so we know we've had extra people to come in. There are lots of things moving in this chat right about now. I can see it moving over there.
A lot of
we just want to say hello to everyone who came in. Again, we don't want to leave anyone out, so I'm not even going to try to go through the names. So just hello to everyone who has come in. And several people have said the Maldives, the pyramids in Egypt.
The Maldives. That's the other one I was trying to think of.
Yeah, that's where I did the Maldives. Yeah.
Yes, that and yes, the pyramids in Egypt. Yes, because Africa is also on our bucket list.
Yes,
and there are several places that we want to go on that continent because that's just going to be like just dope.
We'll talk about it, RJ.
Yeah, so I know that you guys, you like cruising, and we know that you've gone on, trips through other means of transportation. Is cruising your preferred method of travel, or is it just you don't care, you just want to travel as long as you were traveling?
For me, cruising is preferred. It's always been something that has had my heart. And I had to convince Ray to go on his first cruise. It took me 4 years to get Ray. It did. I went on my first cruise in 2011. We weren't married yet. We were engaged. And so 4 years later, 2015, I had finally convinced Ray to come on a cruise. Every time I would ask him, it would be like, I can't drink that much water. Like, I don't want to be out there.
Everybody say that.
And I got him on the ship, and I couldn't hardly get him off of it. He was going to book another one before we even got off. So it's my favorite. I'm pretty sure it's your favorite too, right?
I am hooked for life.
So Ray, like, what made you get like hooked on cruising? Like, what is it? Tell me, what's the 3 things that hook you in to cruising?
That you talking about that particular cruise or just overall?
that particular cruise? It was your first one. The first one.
It's peaceful.
Yes.
It is the most peaceful thing. Outside of my wife and my household, it's like one of the most peaceful things that you could encounter or be around. Just to know that the world is going on around you, but you don't know it.
Right.
You sit in the middle of the water and you just watch the water go by. You be like, wow.
Yes.
The wind blow on your face different.
Yes.
Everything feels different on
everything is different. Like that's when you first learn that it's hotter in other places than where you live too.
Yes.
It's so true.
Yeah.
So true.
The other thing I really loved too when we first started cruising was just the ability to disconnect. Like, I mean, now we don't do it as much because we in this YouTube space and we like doing content and stuff. But originally I fell in love for that reason because there was no way I could go anywhere on land and really turn my phone off and disconnect. I was gonna check my email. I'm gonna check my social media. You know, as much as you tell yourself you're not going to, you're gonna get a notification. You're gonna get it. But cruising like forced me to really disconnect from everything.
Yes.
Focus on me. Focus on God. Focus on what my goals are. Like come back with renewed minds every time with all the things we want to do. It's something that just blesses us in so many ways.
It clears you out. It clears you out because you don't have so much of life coming at you at the same time.
So true.
And it's just like it is. It's cruising, so it slows you down. It cruises your life down.
Yes. And like Cruising said, cruising is awesome. Wake up in another country and the captain does the driving, not me. Amen.
No, that's right. Another country every day.
Right.
Yes.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, that's for me, that's my preferred method is cruising as well for all the reasons that you guys stated. Yes.
It's something about it, man. I'm so glad I convinced them because Lord, where would we be?
Yes.
Them to get on there.
So talking about where you would be is perfect. Kiki and Ray. So what does traveling do for your marriage? You know, you guys coming together, you guys traveling, seeing the world together. Like, tell me about the enhancement that it does for your marriage.
Yes.
Yeah. You want me to take that one?
I'll give you this one thing. It makes you dream bigger.
Ooh. Man, that's a bold.
We have to lean back on
Say that one more time, Ray. Say that one more time, Ray. Say that one more time.
I think for me, travel makes you dream bigger because you understand that the world is bigger than your hood. If you want to say it like that.
Yes.
And that's what we want RJ to experience, that the world is bigger than the hood that we live in.
Yes.
And it makes you dream bigger. You understand that there's bigger than what you've ever seen out there.
Yes.
So that's all I got, because I go on forever. Go ahead.
Let me go first. I gotta come behind that.
Oh God.
No, I think for me, it goes back to the disconnecting thing. If I'm disconnecting from everything work related, I'm also disconnecting from what bills are due. What needs to be done with RJ's school? What other responsibilities do we have? Extracurricular church stuff, all the things that we do that keep us busy day to day, that keep us from having the time together that we need. All of that is gone when we get on the ship. So we got time to really connect with one another. I love cruising because also we have the kids club, which gives us an outlet to be able to have time together. It's something that we wouldn't get if we took a land vacation as a family together. So being able to drop RJ somewhere and know that he's safe and know that he's having fun with other people his age, and then we have time to just be together and be Ray and Kiki like we were before we had a child. It just, that does something for us. It like I said, we always come back with renewed minds and just in a different place than we were before we left.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's beautiful, because whenever we travel, we end up seeing that newlywed couple or these couples out here cruising together. I'm like, I wonder what they over there talking about. I'm just nosy. But it's just a beautiful thing of seeing two couples come together, talk about the travel, and just like you said, dream big. I love it.
Yes, and that was going to be my question, because I know like we have friends who use the fact that they have kids as an excuse, and you mentioned the clubs on the ships, and I was just going to ask, how comfortable are you guys with leaving RJ at the club? Like, do you feel like he's safe, and all that? Like, what recommendations would you have for parents who are hesitant?
I say, you have to try it. You don't know until you try it. I know that some people in like the cruise groups, like you have a Facebook cruise group, some people will say, hey, I have an 8-year-old that's going to be on the ship. Anybody else have a kid that's that age? And then that kind of creates kind of a buddy pen pal type of relationship before they get on the cruise together. We've never done that. I've seen that done before. But what we usually do, RJ just loves the kids club anyway. He already knows once he get on, that's where he want to go. So we never had an issue with it.
See y'all later.
Right. I would take your child there, go to the open house, let them get a feel for it before you leave them alone. And then, encourage them to go on their own. And if they don't like it, they don't like it. You can't make them stay. Well, I guess you could if you wanted to, but I wouldn't make RJ stay if he didn't like it. But just knowing that he has that outlet and he enjoys it, and that we're not taking him somewhere that he don't want to be.
Right.
Yes.
Right. For me, I know we keep talking about, but it goes back like to the Disney cruise ship. So like the Disney cruise ship has what's called magic bands. And with the magic bands, they have it where the kid could just put it on the thing. Like you still drop your child off unless they're older, but you still drop your child off when they scan the band while you're there and it opens up the gate. But what it also does is it tracks your child. One day we were pick up RJ, and the lady was on the computer. It was like, "Oh, he's in the bathroom. He'll be out in a minute." We was like, "What?" But they can see. They see where all the kids are.
Oh, see, that's good. I didn't know that.
That really makes you feel safe.
Right. That really makes you like, oh yeah. You can stay a little longer.
That is real neat.
Wow. So we're coming to a close. You guys, it's been almost 30 minutes already. Yeah. So again, we want to thank everyone for joining us. The Team Reese Travel is actually the last couple to be featured on season 1. This is season 1 of our Traveling Couple series. Now, next week, you still want to join us because what we're going to do is we're going to have Traveling Couple series trivia. So we're going to play a game, but in order for you to win, there will be a prize. You have to go back and watch all of the previous episodes because the questions will come from things that were asked from our previous couples. So you don't want to miss that. Yeah. Yes. You don't want to miss that.
Man, I like that. Write that down. Write that down. Is that patent pending?
So before we end this, we want Team Reese Travel tell everybody what they can expect from your channel, everything you have coming up, about cruise, Kibitz, everything, anything you want to say. Go ahead. The floor is all yours.
All yours.
All right. I'm going to jump in there. I'm going to pass it over to
Go
you.
ahead.
So we have coming up our 10-year anniversary cruise. It is a bucket list anniversary cruise. You definitely want to tap in because we're sharing everything from start to finish. We're going on the Allure of the Seas, which is one of Royal Caribbean's Oasis-class ships, going to the Southern Caribbean. One of our stops is Aruba, which is one of our bucket list places we've always wanted to go. So we have that going. I also have the podcast Cruise Kibitz with my two very good friends, Sig Cruiser and Siobhan from Parkers on the Go. We talk all things cruising, nothing is off limits. So definitely tap in for that. We do have a YouTube channel as well as the podcast site. It can be found on anywhere where you can find podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of the above. So definitely tap in there as well. And of course, check out our YouTube channel.
Yep.
And Ray, why don't you tell them what you got going on?
Yeah, Ray, what you got going on?
I'll jump in now. No, so for me, we also have our merch store. TeamReaseTravels.com. Nice. You can go to our merch store and get. We have shirts. We have cups, book bags, masks, a little bit of everything on there. We don't have. It's not just our there. You can get these shirts on there. These are Team Reese Travel shirts. But we also have a couple of shirts on there with different sayings, and I have some for fathers on there, and I'm going to do releases for those every month. So I actually got to load one up this week, so we're going to do releases for those for fathers, for men, and we have that's for the merch store. I have my journal that I wrote. This is a Christian inspirational journal. You Are a Lion, 30 Days to Unlocking Your Inner Roar. It can be found on Amazon. There's a men's version, there's a women's version, and then there's a youth version. But right now, it seems to be only under the Kindle. I don't know what's going on with that, but we got to figure that out. But anyways, this is this. You can get this journal on Amazon. It's 30 days, and there's different prompts, inspirations. Sorry, Kiki. There's prompts, inspirations, there's scriptures inside and areas to write as well.
Nice.
We have that coming up. I do ask for your prayers for myself. I'm trying to finish. I should have been done. I'm going to release a 52-week men's devotional.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I'm on I'm on week 18 and I ain't moved from week 18 yet. But I just but I have that coming up.
And
So
God sign.
right. So the
Yes,
goal is to have that
yes.
released by January. And so it'll be formatted the same way, but it'll be a little bit different, more geared toward just men. So I do have that coming up. And
That's it, babe. We gotta go. They got
oh,
their premiere.
my fault.
We can't miss your
Hey,
That's it.
hey,
I'm coming out.
again, Team Reese got a lot of big things popping.
Yes.
So check them out. They're so close to being monetized too.
Yes.
Keep
Yes.
running their
There.
playlist. Run their playlist.
Watch
Run,
their content. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes. And we
Thank
thank
y'all.
you
We
guys
appreciate
for
this.
being here. We thank everyone for being in the chat. And we do ask that you jump on over and check out our premiere. So
Yes.
to everybody, see you next week for the trivia. Thank you again.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so
Love
much.
you guys.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.